So over the past few weeks, I've been having a lot of conversations with colleagues and clients, and everyone's very, very excited about Microsoft Fabric. But the number one question that always comes up is, how do we buy Fabric? How does licensing work? How much does it cost? How much does that compare to what we're paying already? And it can be quite a complex question to ask. There's lots of edge cases and things to think about. So in this video, I'm going to be trying to answer that question as best possible, talking through a number of different scenarios based on what you're currently paying, what licenses you currently have, how big your company is. So all of those questions hopefully will be asked in this video. So to kick us off, there's a few things you need to bear in mind that when pricing Microsoft Fabric, there's three things I would probably say you want to consider. Number one is what license you're currently on in Power BI. So if we take a look at the licensing page in the documentation, we have this page here, which is useful to a certain extent, but it still didn't answer maybe all my questions that I had when I was researching this for different clients and within our business. So probably the key thing to notice is this table here. I thought this was really useful because it starts to bring together what you know about Power BI and the existing licenses with the new Fabric capacity licenses. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch over here and make some notes and talk through this in a bit more detail. So in this table, the ordering is a bit weird, but let's go through each one by one. So if you're an existing Pro user, so maybe you've got an E5 license, you've got enterprise deal with Microsoft, but you haven't got any of the premium licenses for Power BI, then that's not going to be enough for you to use Fabric features. You're going to have to do something more, buy Fabric on its own, and we'll talk about that in a minute. That's going to be the same for embedded licenses, so if you've got that, and also if you're a premium per user, so if you're paying $20 per month for premium per user, then again, that's not going to be enough for you to take advantage of Fabric and create Fabric items. Now, if you're on premium capacity, so you're paying £5,000 a month, then that is going to be a green box and a tick. So you're going to be able to take advantage of Fabric without doing anything. You can just enable it in your tenant right away. It's going to be enabled by default for these capacities on the 1st of January 2023. So this will enable you to get what's called an F-SKU or stock keeping units, which we'll talk about in this detail here. So if you're on one of these other licenses, like the premium per user or the pro license, but you want to use Fabric, then what you're going to have to do is set up this Microsoft Fabric capacity. So they've introduced these new F-SKUs, so stock keeping units for Fabric, and that will allow you to take advantage of Fabric, create lake houses and all these cool stuff like notebooks and data engineering and all that cool stuff. And if you're familiar with SKUs, it's used across Azure quite regularly. It's just different levels of compute resources. So the lowest level F2, you'll get a capacity with the lowest amount of resources, right the way up, and obviously this will be the cheapest option, right the way up to F2048 for really high intensity workloads, massive data sets, like doing some really big Spark computations probably. And again, that's obviously the most expensive one. And what we can do is we can just jump into Azure. So if you are on one of those lower licenses, what you're going to have to do, at least initially, is to go into Azure and you can click on Microsoft Fabric and you can do this create Fabric capacity. And again, that's going to allow you to buy capacity. And there's these different sizes. So we've got, as we've seen below or previously, we've got F2. So that is currently sitting at $262. per month, all the way up to F-256, which is $33,000 per month. So that's what you're going to have to do if you do not currently have premium capacity on Power BI side. So let's just flesh that out a few examples just to really make it clear how much you're likely to be paying for each of these scenarios depending on what you already have. So if you are currently a premium capacity user, so this is the 5K per month, that enables you to take advantage of premium features. That's basically the top of the range. You get absolutely everything. So if you're on this plan already, then great. You get everything in Fabric up to an F-64 SKU, and that will you just need to enable that in your tenant, and you're good to go. So that's good news. If you're a premium per user, so maybe you're using some of the premium features like direct query or data flows or deployment pipelines. These are all premium feature, or data marts. Or you're taking advantage of the 48 refreshes per day in the premium licensing. This is going to be your story. So you're not going to get Fabric out of the box with this license. You're going to have to buy F-SKUs in Azure. So you're going to get your premium features in Power BI, all of these things that we've listed. But if you want to set up like data pipelines, Lakehouse for storing all these things, take advantage of one lake, then you're going to have to purchase some F-SKUs. Now, one thing I would note here is that I've actually written consider downgrading to Pro, because of all of these features that are existing in your premium per user license, like direct query, data flows, deployment pipelines, data marts, all of these ones are actually, to a certain extent, included in Fabric. The only thing that you might consider keeping your premium per user license for is this 48 refreshes per day. So if you regularly update your Power BI dashboards, then you might want to consider keeping the premium per user licensing. But if not, you can save yourself £10 per user per month by downgrading to the Pro license and then using the excess money that you've got in your budget to buy an F-SKU. So again, you don't get that for free, but you do have to purchase it. And importantly, the thing to note here about you might be thinking, okay, why don't I just buy Fabric? Do I even need a Power BI license at all? Well, actually, yes, you do to a certain extent. So if you're going to buy Fabric at any of these tiers here, then you actually don't need a Power BI license at all. You can see the note here at the bottom, SKUs that are smaller than F-64 require a Pro license to share Power BI content. So if you're creating dashboards and you want to share them in your organization, you need at least F-64. And just for reference, F-64, if we go back, it's this one here. So it's $8,409 currently per month. Now we're going to look at different scenarios for different users, different sizes of organizations and different requirements, just so you can find one that you need, really, that matches your needs as an organization. So here you can see with 10 users, and you want Power BI and you want Fabric. So you want to take advantage of both. You want to share reports, but you also want to create data warehouses and that sort of thing. Well, if you've got 10 users, one option is premium per capacity, but that's going to cost you $5,000 per month. So probably not the best option if you've only got 10 users. The second option is for premium per user. So if you still want 48 refreshes per day on your Power BI, that's going to cost you $500. per month. And you could also get away with here 400. Now I've kind of rounded up a little bit. We also need to consider storage costs, and I'll get to that in a moment. So if you've got 10 users and you want a pro license, it's about 400 per month, but that's okay. So with 100 users, again, we're going to get 5,000 here because the premium capacity doesn't care about how many users you have. It's just the same price for capacity. Now here we're going to have, for the premium per user costs, it's going to be this, 2,300, assuming F2 Fabric. And here, so we start to see a bit of divergence in the costs here when you've got slightly more users, around 100 users here. So again, this might be an interesting play if you don't care about some of these features like 48-hour or 48 refreshes per day on your Power BI. You might want to consider saving yourself £1,000 by dropping down to the pro licenses. And as you can also see, this is interesting. This amount here, 1,300, is actually less than the 2,000 a month you were paying previously. So that could be a good option. You can save yourself £700 if you've got 100 users, and you get to take advantage of Fabric. So that's pretty good. Now, as you can imagine, as you get more users, over 250, then the best thing to do for your organization would be to get a premium capacity, because it's that fixed rate, it's 5,000 per month, and you get to take advantage of F-64, not F-62, as is the case with these costings. And here, obviously, it gets really expensive, so you probably don't want to be doing this. If you've got lots of users, 500 users, 5,300 here. So if you've got over 250 users in your organization, I recommend getting the capacity, premium capacity in Power BI, and that comes with an F-64. So you're going to be getting a lot more resources to play with, and you'll be getting all the premium features in your organization. So that's just a summary of some of the costs to give you an idea based on whatever your scenario is, what that looks like. A few final considerations to bear in mind. We have got storage lake costs, one lake storage costs. This is quite cheap. It's 0.023 per gigabyte of data per month. Something to bear in mind. Now, the values that we saw in Azure for the prices, now that is actually pay as you go. So you pay per hour. Now that's going to be changing shortly. Well, they'll still be available in pay per hour, but they'll also be doing annual plans. So the prices will get a lot cheaper if you buy, obviously, an annual plan. So that's coming in the future. Can you buy just an F2 SKU? Well, we mentioned that. Not if you want to use Power BI report sharing. So that's not possible. And auto scaling, okay, if I buy F2 and I'm exceeding my resources, will it scale up to S4? So I think that is currently in the roadmap, but it's not currently a feature as far as I understand. So that's something they're working on. If you're used to Azure, you have this concept of auto scaling various resources, but that's not currently, I believe, a feature. So that was a very short introduction to licensing in Fabric and how it's going to work, and some of the scenarios that you might need to use when you're talking and trying to sell this case for Fabric within your organization and for your clients. That's all for this video. I hope you found it useful. Let me know in the comments if there's any scenarios that I didn't mention that you might want me to cover in a future video.